Hello, good evening. Once again, I want to reiterate some of the points regarding the current situation which had occurred in Gambela, Ethiopia, border to South Sudan. I have been having this uneased concern and also even I feel kind of a little bit nervous about the ongoing situation in Gambela city of Ethiopia, where there are 5 ethnic groups dwell, and the current situation or the turmoil which had occurred in Gambela really made me concerned, and I have also a little bit of nervous or uneased feeling because this shows that it is a reflection of some of the tribe in Gambela, particularly our brothers and sisters of Nuer communities, because this is the reason why it prompted Nuer to fight and pick up army against them, because they had been exhausted their patience, as many of Nuer had been killed or murdered in different directions. They had been killed and ambushed in the buses, and it was what prompted them to take up and pick up fight against their neighbor or their rivals community of Anuak. My concern is I know these people for a long time. We have been living with them. We have been sharing a lot of things together. We eat together, we sleep together, we stay together in different places, in different ways. Yeah, because we are like brothers and sisters. But the most important issues that may cause rebels is, or that makes other people to be infuriated, particularly Nuer, is because Anuak, they don't accept equitable life with others. They don't like equity, and in their life they don't feel being socialized with others, and I'm sorry to say it, they are kind of ungrateful communities who don't care about whether you share something with them, whether you have this, you try to have this bond with them, or a friendship that may last for long. They don't value all those things, even their blood relatives with other tribes, because we have been having this kind of intermarriage with them. They don't accept this. They don't accept reintegration with other tribes. They don't feel like adored with any other's culture around. And if you look at their behavior, the way they behave, or the exhibited behavior they have in Gambela, in contrast with Nuer, where they are kind of grateful. They accept anything that the government of Ethiopia offer. And they usually said they are very thankful with the lavish hospitality that the Ethiopian government showed them, or the Ethiopian government has demonstrated them, as they welcomed them, they settled themselves. Even some people who are from different areas, they may come there and stay there. They may just integrate themselves with the other indigenous Nuer community who are there already. They welcome them too. They don't just discriminate them. But it's not like that for Anuak. Anuak, they are people who really, I don't have a word to describe them. They are like, they have a jealousy. They have too much jealousy from seeing other people's, maybe the other people they flourished, other people they are happy or they are healthy. They don't like that. They may feel unease, and in their life they like to envy others. We had been living with them. I remember back then, and whatever is happening in Gambela, the turmoil that is occurred, and also all this chaotic situation, it may be a reflection of Anuak, because to me it is very unfortunate to say there are people who like to provoke violence, and they bring they imposed violence on others tribe, even though you try to live peacefully with them. They have this envious, not to admire or not to welcome you, not to accept you, no matter what you do. I don't know how to describe those people then saying they are ungrateful people. They have to accept whatever the government of Ethiopia provide. So we had been living with them. I remember when I was in the area of Anuak back then. I was very young man or young boy. During that time, it was during the time when the refugees were settled in Yitam. So, because of some circumstances, some difficult situation, I usually go back and forth. I may go to village for a while and stay there, maybe seeking for help from my dad or my mom or my auntie and my uncle, if they could, or cousins, if they could provide something that I may bring to the town, like maybe a little goat or maybe a hyper, that I may come and sell it, so I could be able to afford some clothes, or maybe even to pay my school fee. I may go there and stay there. So in the place called Wale, my family lived together with them. When I went there, I figured out that they were living together. And there was nothing really strange. They strived to live peacefully with them, no matter how they became kind of heretics in their behavior. Like what is always, you may talk to someone who cannot even fulfill the promise. Somebody can tell you, oh, I will bring this to you maybe later, 1 hour later. They may not do it. They may show up by the time when we call them to share dinner with them. But everything else, they never even fulfill some of the promise. That's how we live with them. We forgive them too, you know. We leave them that way because we knew that was their life. We share our little food together. We have cattle. Those cattle, they produce cow. I mean, they produce they produce milk. Since they produce milk, we were the source of the food for them. We provide food, and then every time the food is ready, it may be either dinner, lunch, or supper, we may call them, and then we can bring them. We can call them, we can bring the food, and also our women could brought the food, and then we may eat together with them. This is how we were just sharing or socializing in life. But things went in different direction when the transition of the government of Ethiopia came, like when the rebels of Tigray defeated, when they defeated the dictator, Ethiopian President Mengistu Haile Mariam. So when they entered into the country, that's when also we, the refugees who were in Yitam, we fled Yitam. We fled to other areas of around with all those influx of refugees who came from different places, even mixed with the military soldiers, because that's the system they introduced. They they request all the military soldiers to remove their uniform and wear normal clothes, so that they will not be recognized by any donors who may come for visit to see who were refugees that the United Nations give food supplies. So that's what they did. So when the area of Yutang was desolate, when people deserted the area and they ran to different places, they fled the area because of the war. That's when I went back to that place. I completely went back to my family area and lived with them, and I found them. They were doing their regular business, like sharing with people of Anuak. They eat together, they sit together, they converse together. And yes, when I came, I just joined them because I like that one too. I like socializing with them because, you know, we are the same people. We live in the same places. We must have to eat the same. But there was a time when they were trying to plot against us. When the time came, they began to have they call meetings, and we didn't even know what was the agenda of the meeting, because somehow we lacked. We have this language barrier. we lacked understanding of Anuak language. And they called a meeting, and that meeting that they call, they usually come to meet in our area, especially behind our house, because our house has trees, and in that tree they like the shade of the tree. They use it for a shed to hold their meeting. They made talk, and we had no idea until the time came. They tried to communicate it to some individuals who live among us, and one guy came and informed one of the Nuer friends. So that's when we heard about what are going on. They told him that we're going to kill you. It's just only you and your family. I want to ask you to leave, run for your life, prepare your cattle and everything you can grab and pick. So just go and leave the rest. But we catch that guy. After we caught him, we confront him and asked him, why did you do something like this? He said, oh, sorry guys, I thought I may have a time to inform you after this had happened. After they move, I'll come. Because the more they have seen that some people move, that the more they're going to understand we have had some information about their plot. Then they made come with abrupt attack. So we blame that guy until he apologized to us. He sincerely apologized. We accept his apology. This is what I said about the fact that our people of Anuak, they are unpredictable, and even now, in compare and contrast with the situation which is occurring in Gambela now, I may be cautious because somehow maybe there must be some change. But what I do know is very hard, and I can barely see any difference between the 30 years ago Anuak action and this time around. They're still the same thing. They don't have any difference. So my point is, what I want you, the people of Gambela, both Anuak and Nuer, what I want you to do, first try to have a peace. Try to come to the round table and negotiate peace. Peace initiative is very crucial at this time. Sit down and make peace. Another thing, I should have to give this warrant to the government of Ethiopia. It is only the government of Ethiopia who will be able to quell this Kindle fire. What they should have to do, is let them use this place called Abol. Let Abol be not any more residential area. Let it be the barracks, military barracks, in which those people who will be there, they will be there as watchmen to work diligently, to watch both sides, the commuters vehicles or cars that may be coming from the area like Waradas, and the one that may come from the main city of Gambela. They have to be serious about this. Any passengers, they have to know how many passengers are there going back and forth, and they have to know the drivers. And also, not only that position, they have to prepare and train some individuals or some groups to be also to be relocated in a place like Abobo. Between Abobo and Gambela, you need a military barracks. And also there must be, I should have to insinuate it, also, like between Makot or International Airport, between airport and Gambela, you need to have a military barracks. Because any time from now, must be still some risk. Serious risk could happen, and deadly attacks may occur. Because, like I said, I knew my friend Anuak back then. I lived with them. I know the only problem was Anuak or Anuak communities. The only problem, they don't have principles. Because you can see a hybrid person, but if the underage or if the minor had done something bad, you know what they do? They can just laugh it off and maybe appreciate the person who may seriously offend others, instead of telling him or her, no, this is not good, it's wrong. What you did is wrong, don't do it again. That's a mistake. We don't accept this. It is unacceptable in our community. It's not there in Anuak. Leave alone the case between them and Nuer, because, there's just something called feud. They have a feud a long time ago. It's not new for Nuer and Anuak to engage themselves in a war. But the problem is, this time around, it's not between Anuak and Nuer. The only hope for both of the community is only Makalekia or the government of Ethiopia. These are the only hope. These are the only people that may come between them. Because if they feel like they don't like each other, it's only government who can pull both sides together, and they have to undertake peace initiative immediately without any delay. But the panic, the fear is always on Nuer side, because Nuer, they are not violent. They don't like to incite war with anybody. They respect one another. They respect people. And they don't like to shed blood for no reason. Because any person you shed blood with is your enemy. They don't like to create enemy. They don't like to make any enemy around. So therefore, this is the work of the Ethiopian government. They have to work very hard to lay out they have to lay out most strict rules for Anuak not to kill innocent Nuer. Because even though Nuer pick fight this time around, especially from worldwide, because we are in a modern time, we are in 21st century, We have been monitoring through diaspora very closely, and we realize that even though Nuer pig fight was annual, it's because their patient has been exhausted. For how many times? If you think about Gambela now, take the picture of Gambela. Gambela is surrounded by so many graves, and those graves, they are coming out from only Nuer communities. They kill very important and well-educated people. They take their life, among others. Kill them in ambush, you know. It's very unfortunate. They lost so many lives. And I remember, and I still feel uneasy, you know. And I feel very sad and emotion when I heard about one nursing mother got killed in the past. She left behind 6 months old daughters who become an orphans. 6 months without mothers. So this is very weird, and it's very painful. So let us work together. Let us work together. Let us put our hand together collectively. Let us strike for peace, and let the government of Ethiopia intervene very well to apply the restricted rule to keep these people alive. Thank you.